Imagine if Christopher Columbus had set foot on the shores of a new land, explored for a few days, and then never returned. No settlements, no further expeditions, just a moment in history that was never followed up. That's exactly what happened with the Moon. Half a century ago, the Apollo missions took humanity to the lunar surface, but once those astronauts returned, we never went back. Now, NASA's Artemis program is changing that. This time, we're not just visiting the Moon, we're going there to stay, setting the stage for the next great leap, human missions to Mars. For decades, space agencies have been asking the question, why should we go back to the Moon? Haven't we already been there? The truth is, the Apollo missions were like a short camping trip, temporary, limited, and unsustainable. Artemis is different. Think of it like building a permanent research base in Antarctica, a place where scientists can live and work in extreme conditions. The Moon will serve as a proving ground for technologies that we'll need for long-duration space travel. If we ever want to colonize Mars, we need to practice first, and the Moon is the closest and safest place to do that. NASA's plan involves a multi-step approach. First, the Space Launch System, SLS, will act as the workhorse rocket, carrying astronauts and supplies beyond Earth's atmosphere. This massive rocket is the most powerful ever built, capable of launching humans farther than ever before. Once in space, astronauts will travel aboard the Orion capsule, which functions much like an intercontinental flight. It carries them safely across vast distances, from Earth to the Moon and back. But instead of landing immediately, Artemis introduces something new: the Gateway space station, a small outpost orbiting the Moon that will act as a layover before astronauts reach the lunar surface. This is similar to having a connecting flight at a major airport. Rather than flying directly to your final destination, you stop at a hub before continuing your journey. Once on the Moon, astronauts will build Artemis Base Camp, a long-term lunar habitat where they can stay for extended missions. This is like establishing a research station in Antarctica, where scientists work in harsh environments for months at a time. Unlike Apollo, where astronauts stayed for just a few days, Artemis missions will require astronauts to survive for weeks or even months, testing new technologies and using local resources, such as lunar ice, to extract water and fuel. If we can learn how to live off the land on the Moon, it will pave the way for future Mars missions, where resupply from Earth will be even more difficult. Despite the excitement, Artemis is facing challenges. The Artemis 1 mission, an uncrewed test flight, was a huge success in 2022. However, Artemis 2, the first crewed mission around the Moon, has been delayed due to safety concerns and technical issues. Similarly, Artemis 3, which aims to put humans back on the lunar surface, depends on the development of SpaceX's Starship lunar lander, which is still being tested. Budget constraints and political challenges also threaten the timeline, and some experts believe the Moon landing may be pushed beyond 2026. But why does this matter to us here on Earth? Space exploration has always driven technological advancements that improve daily life. Many of the technologies we use today, GPS, medical imaging, and even water purification systems, originated from space research. Artemis could lead to breakthroughs in robotics, AI, and renewable energy, shaping the future of industries on Earth. More importantly, it represents humanity's unbreakable desire to explore, to push beyond what we know, and to lay the foundation for a future where humans are not just earthbound creatures, but a truly spacefaring civilization. So, what do you think? Will Artemis mark the beginning of a new era of human space exploration, or will we face the same challenges that ended Apollo? Let me know in the comments. If you love content about space and the future of humanity, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.